Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is an October week 2 check-in. And if you followed along with me on my first week of the month, I started with almost $1,000 in unbudgeted. So my goal for the next 3 weeks has been to shave money out of my envelopes so that I can offset that a little bit. I will tell you that I did not do a good job in week 2. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'd like to check in with is groceries. And I had Walmart for $121 and Safeway for $29. So that was $151. And I started the week, with $450 minus $151. I'm just going to put $300 because I have a single. I think I got $1 off when I took $1 out of here. So I'm just going to say $150 because that $1 was from a rollover. So $150. So I have $300 left for the next 2 weeks. So that's basically $150 a week, which is what I budget. For eating out, so I had Safeway for $30 because I didn't have enough money when I spent $29. I really spent more like $59. So I took $30 out of eating out. And then we went to Panda Express, that was $19. So that was $49. And I do have $1 in there now. So that's $101 that I have for week 3. And then for church was $100. I can't overspend there. Panda was okay. So for personal spending, I had Target for $10. Michael's for $20. Lunch with my dad for $15 because I didn't. I only used my eating out category if it's my husband and I. So that was $45. Is that right? Yes, I have $5 left. Okay, so I spent $45 in spending. So that leaves me with $105 left. And then for giving, I spent $100. So it leaves me with $200. And then household, I have not spent anything. I still have $100. Entertainment, I have not spent anything. Though I am trying to get to the movies one of these weekends. Personal care, I have not spent anything. I only have $15 left. Miscellaneous, I have not spent anything. And then unbudgeted, I took the whole amount of what I was going to be over for my physical therapy. So my physical therapy is $40 and I had 12 sessions. So I took the whole $480 in the first week when I did my first check-in because I knew that's how much I was going to spend. So I'm not putting anything under unbudgeted here because I noted that over here. So $480 for physical therapy and $516 for medical bills. So that is the amount that I'm over for the whole month. So I did do something that was kind of going to make this a little bit more difficult in that when I went to physical therapy today, I have been putting it all on my Capital One card and just going to make a payment at the end of the month. And I did not have my Capital One card. I just grabbed my wallet and my keys and I went. So the only envelope that I had enough money in was my medicine. So I took the $40 out of my medicine and so I now have $60 left. So it's in the wrong category, but I was there, and I don't carry my debit card with me. They didn't take Apple Pay, so my only other option was to pull it out of my medicine envelope. Okay, so this is where we're starting for week 3. Groceries for $300, eating out $101, spending $105, giving $200, household $100, entertainment at $50, personal care $15. And then as far as my envelopes that are not ones that I check in on, I have not spent anything in clothing. I have not spent anything for my mom. Craft supplies, I have spent that entire $100. Medicine, I just spent the $40. Savings challenge is still there. Vitamins, I did spend $120, but that's the sinking fund. And then Etsy, this has been a very expensive week. I had to replace my printer, and I replaced all my printer paper. And so, yeah, but I'll kind of consolidate that at the end of the month when I'm done spending. For gas, I've only spent $47 this month. I budgeted $200. My husband filled up my car for me, so that's why I've only spent $47. And then the only 2 bills that I was waiting on, APS, I budgeted $300, which is our electric company. My actual bill came in at $284, so it was $16 less. So I did put $16 into my electricity sinking fund, because that's what I do when it's under what I budgeted, so that I'm starting to build that cushion back up for the summer months. And then my natural gas actually came in at $23. So just a difference of $2. So it's always right around there. So that is where the budget is looking so far. I have started to list my transactions, but I honestly have not updated all of these yet. And my sinking funds, I'm going to do this at the end of the month. So let's go ahead and replenish our envelopes, which is really why I desperately needed to do this video, because I am out of money. Okay, so for my groceries, you saw that I spent everything. I'm going to take these receipts out now. I actually need a new card because this one is done. So I'm going to throw that one away. And I am going to take $150. My gosh, I thought there for a moment that there wasn't $150. I was short 100, but I'm good. So how are you guys doing this month on your budget? Halfway through the month, I don't know about you, but I had high hopes for this month, and then starting my entire month down in the hole, $1,000 was just not what I had planned. But that's why I budget, right? So that we can have a recovery plan instead of just put it on a credit card and use that. So that is my, you know, it happens, and I'm kind of glad it happened at the beginning of the month instead of the end of the month, because then I would have had less time to recover. But hopefully I won't spend as much in groceries. And then my husband is traveling the last week of the month, so I definitely should have money left in groceries. So there's that. Most of my grocery money we were watching the Cardinal football game on Sunday, and I did a charcuterie board and pigs in the blanket, kind of all like fun foods, and that was our lunch and dinner combined. And I spent $121 just getting things like cheese and crackers and the crescent rolls for the pigs in the blanket and nuts and things like that. But it really has kind of lasted us all week. We've had kind of snacks. But I don't know if I'll do that again this weekend, because that was a lot of money to spend. Okay, so I'm going to take that receipt out. In my spending category, I do have $5 left. I will put that to the side for rollover. Not that it's going to make a big dent, but you know, it helps. And then I do need to start a new one for this. So 10, 15... fund. Kind of bring this in a little bit. I'm going to add $50. Now Michael's was not necessary, but I had a lot of fun. It's been a while since I've just kind of walked around Michael's and played with stuff, so it was fun. And then $50 goes back in here. So this has been a super exciting week for me. A little bit of that is sarcasm because it's been a stressful week. So I started my week on Monday. Is it Monday? No, Tuesday. I was talking to my dad and he said he'd gone to the doctor's and he wasn't feeling well. Monday night I had him over for dinner and then he said he was going to the doctor's. So I talked to him on Tuesday and said, hey, what'd the doctor say? And he said, the doctor said I should go to the emergency room and get some tests done because if I go to the emergency room, they'll do all the tests. And so I'm like, okay, when do you want to go? And he's like, nah, I don't feel that bad. I don't want to go. I'm going to make an appointment. I'm going to get the orders. Then my sister called me 15 minutes later and said, hey, I'm taking Dad to the emergency room. And his doctor said he was to go right to the emergency room. So she stayed with him, getting him admitted for 9 hours on Tuesday. I wasn't allowed to go because only one person could go in. So she went back to work on Wednesday. I went and stayed with him all day at the hospital. Finally, he got released, brought him home, and then I had picked up food at the cafe at the hospital for him and I because he didn't like the menu. And then I came home and I got violently ill and I've been ill for 2 days. So something that I ate or something I picked up at the hospital did not agree with me. So today is Friday. I'm back at physical therapy today and just trying to wrap up this week and get everything done that I did not get done. So on the bright side, I didn't spend as much money this last 2 days because I haven't felt good. But on the positive side, he's out of the hospital and he's feeling much better. But Lord, this has been a long week already. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to have to make that change for the $5 and the $1 for eating out and spending or I won't balance. So I give myself $50. And this is another category because my husband is traveling that last week that I should have some money left over in. I really am going to need another one for this one. But I'll wait. Okay, and then medicine should still have 60. There's the 40 that I spent today at physical therapy, so I'm just going to have to kind of go with this. I haven't needed anything from this envelope so far, but you know, we're only halfway through the month. So we'll see on that one. And I might kind of change these around and do tabs. I think they'll take up less room, but I kind of like being able to put things like coupons and stuff like that in here. So, and it gets a little bit messier with tabs, so I'll see what I end up doing. Now my mom, I haven't seen her this week because I wasn't sure what was wrong with me, and she had some medical appointments, so they asked us not to visit. So I still have the 40 in here and the 60 in my other envelope. I do need to go get her some frozen foods and take them in. I'll probably do that tomorrow, so most of this will be gone tomorrow. And then clothing, I have not spent anything, so I still have 200. I thought it was going to get cooler here and I might need to pick up some leggings and stuff, but nope, we're back in shorts today. Put this one over here. Medicine, my mom still has 60 in this one. And if you're new here, and we do have a lot of new subscribers, so thank you to everyone who has subscribed this month. my mom is in a memory care facility, and I have an envelope for her that just to bring her treats, or if she needs something in her room, or take her to get her ice cream or whatever. I was pulling it from different envelopes, so I decided I would just create her own fund. And I like having that money to do things. She does get a manicure and a pedicure every 2 months. And that runs about $65, $67 with tips. So that also comes out of my envelope for her. Personal care, I only have 25 or 15 left. I spent this all at the beginning of the month. Entertainment should still have 100, and it does. Household. I want to know if anybody has seen the movie Dear Evan Hansen. Now, I know it was a Tony Award-winning play, and Benjamin Platt, who did the actual play and won a Tony for, is in the movie. And I wanted to see it since it's been out. It's been out almost a month now. And we keep seeming not to be able to go because things have come up this weekend. But if you have seen it, please let me know. A, if it's good, and B, if it's depressing, because I don't need anything depressing in my life right now. I really want a movie that's uplifting and makes you feel good when you leave, not, you know, feeling really bad. So I kind of know the premise of the movie, but I've never seen the play. So if you've seen that movie, please let me know. I'd like to know if it's good and worth the time, and if it is uplifting or depressing. Household, I have 160. I've not spent anything. Miscellaneous, I still have 100. I did have 520s, but I had to break a $100 bill, so I broke it in this envelope. And so there's still 100 there. And this will definitely go towards rollover money if I don't need it for anything this month so far. And then savings challenge. Who's my favorite? So this week is $45. And this is one of the smaller months than I've had lately. So 45. November and December are 400 for November, and December is over 500. So, or maybe it's 600. It's a lot. They're both big months, but October's kind of been a nice reprieve. Okay, so I'm going to add 45, so it should be 225. I'm doing my math right. So 150, 70, 190, 210, 225. Yep, okay. Put this back in here. And I've kind of gone back and forth about what I'm going to do with this $5,000. Originally, I thought I would save it for a trip for my anniversary, but then that's kind of a really hard time for my husband to get away in February. So then I decided that maybe what I would do is use it for next year when I don't have an income, to kind of work off sinking funds, to kind of fill as many sinking funds as I can. Or I'm just going to put it in the bank as a emergency fund. So I haven't really decided yet, but I'll have $5,000 at the end of the year. And then in my back to bank, now some of this already went back because it was a lot of money, because it was my daughter's birthday money and I bought her gifts online. And then some of this has just been some things that I used my card for that were in an envelope. So 60, 70, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So just 95, which is not bad midway through the month. But I did take over $550 back already. Because I wanted to pay my Capital One card for what I had already purchased. So I do keep my cash denomination slip. This is a freebie in my shop. When you purchase envelopes or budgeting kit, I include this in there as a freebie. And I really like using this. I used to just write it on a piece of paper and then take a picture of it, but it's much easier to hand this to the teller at the bank than show them the picture on my phone. Okay, so this measly $6 is going into my rollover envelope for trying to offset the unbudgeted. So here is rollover. And luckily I had money in here from last month. So I had, after last week, I had 311. So I'm going to add 6. So now I have 317. I really need to have a little bit more rollover money. I need to stop spending money. So let's just get this in order here. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Maybe I did more. Did I have $7? No, I had 6. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I must have $7. Or I miscounted last week, which is a possibility. So 318 is in my rollover so far. Even if I can offset 500 of the unbudgeted, and then I can take the other 500 either out of the cushion in my account, which I don't like to do, or take it out of the medical spending account, which I'm trying not to do. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Because right now it's all on Capital One, and I don't want to struggle to pay that off at the end of the month. So there we go. Okay, so that is everything for this video. Please let me know how your month is going. If you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so. It means a lot to me and the growth of my channel. Please comment and like this video, and leave in the comments below whether or not you are doing well on your October budget, and if you have been to the movies lately, is there anything that you would recommend? I really want to go to the movies, so I need some recommendations. So have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.
Every moment tonight